Shalom, y'all. Real quick, real fast. A lot of people having issues with understanding that we have to obey Christ. We have to obey the commandments that God set up and he gave us through Christ, which is his word. And us as Israelites, God's people, our job is to be a light to the world and show them the difference between right and wrong. And we got to understand the only way we can show the difference is by going with God's commandments, by going by God's commandments. So here tell you in Mark 7, verse 6, it says, he answered and said unto them, well hath Esaias prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, this people honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. And we got a lot of that going on because people don't know how to serve God correctly. Because it's so much wickedness going on, so many churches have sold out. A lot of people have no clue on how to serve God correct. So he's saying these people honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me, and they're not really thinking about what I'm telling them to do. Verse 7, howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. So instead of teaching God's commandments, they teaching the commandments of men. It say, verse 8, for laying aside the commandment of God, ye hold the tradition of men, as the washing of pots and cups and many other such like things ye do. So what we didn't turn this thing into is what men say we must do to serve God. Brothers, we can never go by what man say over what God say. We got to get out of that and understand the only way to show love towards God or show that we worship the Father is through keeping the commandments. That's it. So let's make it real clear. He said they teaching for doctrine the commandments of men, right? So this Proverbs 4, verse 2, he say, for I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law. That's the doctrine we need to be focused on. So if you own anything on man's doctrine, on man's law, you can't possibly be on the Heavenly Father's law. He letting you know this is the good doctrine. But today they're teaching for doctrine the commandments of men. We have to get back to teaching for doctrine God's laws, the commandments of God. That is the only doctrine we need to be teaching. Shalom.